first tenure na Guantanamo for. Say there aliens. That's how Donald Trump calls them. Drug lords, terrorists, Boko Haram for, ISIS for. Yes, because ISIS is in West Africa. Ebusian for Endra, Ena Yen Oman Penny, our year John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. And I'll see Okoshia media for. Now, in him say Obesha media, no dear, it doesn't have a choice. Esan say, Ewa ye budget mu. Budget a ye use ma a few way no. Sika 78 million bi wo ho. Na sa 78 million, Auntie Teresa, you're welcome. Na sa sika 78 million no. Enya say ye de ko see school dying. And I say ye de ko see hospitals. And I say ye de ko ye e kwanya. And I say Suame interchange no. Enye enu na ye di sa sika 78 million no ekokoye. Na sa sika 78 million ewo budget ne mo no ye see ye de communication. Na ebusianfo, what is even funny ni say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our year opposition leader no before election no. O promise ye say oba Akufo-Addo ministers edo sudodo. Akufo-Addo ministries edo sudodo. Enti onu John Mahama no oba be sisa aman obe close some of the ministries and few some of the ministries together. Enti na Ghana for expect say we are able close down some ministries. FUZ others there. Chile say sky is spending. Ewo sa ministries ni na so no. Ebia ye de school adan and I say another infrastructure. That was the expectation of Ghanaians. But Ebusianfo, John Mahama His Excellency say ministry na e friend Ministry of Information. Mbeka ya na kojo pon kruma na we Minister of Information and I didn't call I think housing. Yes sir. The same ministry no, Ministry of Information no. John Mahama says some ministry no pen wetum. But what is even more interesting is a some Ministry of Information ever hono. Annual budget no and do 78 million. John Mahama and now see some ministry no hobby no. All the two was for communication, government communication. Now, because that money is there, no, Ghanaians have been asking questions. Say, now 78 million, mudi year then. And by all means, no, as I say, organizing press conference and I say press briefing, this say we, okay, to to let Ghanaians know, say, the 78 million is being used judiciously. We are just getting started, but I don't intend to be here beyond an hour 30 minutes. So please power tap. I'm about to start. Eda Emmanuel Usumenu, Eda Emmanuel, you are welcome. Eda Emmanuel, you are welcome. Ben Menura, you are welcome. Okay. So obviously 78 million has to be utilized. How do we utilize it? Let's organize a press conference for the president to meet with the media, for the media men to ask their questions. Ebusianfo, I must admit one thing. Adebako has me admit it. Say politics, there politics are. In as much as possible, we must try to be a better version of the people who have gone ahead of us. 2 days ago, Obi Bisame, I think on one of the lives, said, what were my expectations for the press conference? And I make her say, I don't have any expectation. I know, say, they are going to write the questions and give you to them to come and ask. And I didn't have any expectation. And truthfully, before God the man, press conference, no, I didn't watch. In fact, you bear me witness, say, a brand press conference, no, I was also live here, and I'm here, and later on, I made share headlines from the press conference and say, oh, wow, all that were said, all these questions were asked. So I can say, journalists know my idea. And say, we are not on the same page with them and all those, but I think for most of them, or my idea, they ask some of the questions that are on the minds of many Ghanaians, including myself. And kudos to the media men who went there yesterday. Kudos to them, both the bad and the good. I had a chance to watch Bernard Avle's question. I thought, that question that Bernard Avle asked, he was too gentle with the question. I mean, he could have asked it in a more direct way. But Quen is happening to everybody, so we understand. Now, let's go into some of the issues that were discussed yesterday. One of the people that I always discuss politics with, who happens to be on the live today, just say, "Oh, you're suffering on about live nation." When we meet, I mean, some of the things, I always ask, and I say most of the time, one of the things we discuss is say, Ghana and Kasano Mainu, do we have a future? Because the way our politics is and our voting patterns, the way STN Mboa. For real, Mboa, it does not help. Because one party can come, that party force. Then just 8 years, that party has to go. And then a whole different direction. Because you can ask yourself, Sassika this year we are spending under the disguise of big push, That money could just complete all of our general one for this year. As on mine, we all have understood, let's come together, let's agree, I feel we want to take care of our health. And whatever money is there, let's push it into health. Akufo-Addo started 111 health facilities. Then another government comes and they are not even concerned about the hospitals. So all the monies as a country that we spent putting those structures to the various levels at which they are, a train for another 4 years. Within that 4 years, the structure disintegrating. And you will say sometimes as a country we agree, maybe, let's just keep, and here I'm going to be biased, let's just keep MPP in power for 20 years. Let us just as a country agree, we want to try MPP for 20 years. And himself, President Biya, or 2 terms of office, and 20 years, 4 years, within that, at least 3 different leaders or MPP will take over. And if you look carefully, what I'm saying, that is what most of the advanced nations do. For UK, I think the people who were just voted out were, I think the Conservatives or something like that. The people who were voted out, and then we have Labour in power now. Those people were in power for a very long time, I think almost 10 years. Different prime ministers, but the same political party, the same ideology for a long time. Uko Japan, quite the same. Okay, even Canada, No, UK to the before this current prime minister, I struggle to mention his name, but when the party that Richard Sunak belonged to, Australia to the same. Okay, people are actually giving comment. So most of the nations are very, very developed that we look up to. Let's put away America, but other democracies, when you look at their examples, that's what they do. One party stays in power for a long time. Different leaders in that party take over, but it's the same ideology. I think it's better for development than the one we do here. Say after 8 years, now it's the same mono. But that is a topic for another day. Maybe Ghanaians will decide to do that for us when we come back to power 2029. Because we cannot afford to keep this NDC government in power for such a long time. We will all become, only God knows. For the 2 things I'm going to speak about tonight. One, and say, His Excellency John Mahama has bent the knee to Donald Trump. Our president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he has bent the knee to Donald Trump. Make one sem. The second one, the statement the president made yesterday about the new media, social media, regulating it, and the use of the National Signals Bureau for that. Ebusanfo, very, very, very dear to my heart. I want to speak about it. And these two things I'm going to talk about. One, the fact said John Mahama, our president, he has bent the knee to Donald Trump. Second one, any day, the attack on the new media, social media, by this NDC government. And please stay tuned. I hopefully will finish everything within 20 minutes. Then you come and speak for like 40 minutes. Then we are out of here. Thank you. Ebusanfo, today, I was going through social media. TikTok here. And I came across a disturbing news item. Very, very disturbing news item. In the first tenure of John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, Mahama 1.0, that is when they went to bring those former Guantanamo prisoners, detainees, and I have abode. Ghana. Now, what Guantanamo? It is one of the most dangerous prisons in the whole world. Or in America for criminals. Criminals who terrorists. People who pose national security risk to America. Or most of them, Al Qaeda 4-way, Boko Haram 4-way. Boko Haram is small. But just to make you understand the kind of people that they send there. People who have been brainwashed. ISIS form. Or Guantanamo. When John Mahama 1.0 was in power, he entered an agreement with Barack Obama's government for 2 people from that prison to be sent to Ghana. Kaya say, as the day we empe, Ghana for see empe, or my way, and for ex-convict and I say ex-terrorism. Yempe. And moi, na yeko to abatia NDC, and John Mahama, His Excellency, opposition. Just to come and realize today, and now AYɛKa say. Let me show you the news item first. Seeing is believing. Yes, sir. No, not this one. Good, this one. There's it. And it's from BBC News Africa. The headline reads, President John Mahama said nationals from various West African countries will now be taken in following a bilateral agreement with the US. He said 14 had already arrived. Please, carefully. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, is telling you and I, say, on behalf of Ghana, an agreement be saying, meaning pass okuje to a black one because he is a foreign minister. When you look at the ICE works and the deportation, one of the people who is at the front of it, Marcus Rubio, he is a top diplomat at US, Secretary of State. Or friend of Secretary of State, friend of Secretary of Foreign Affairs. Now, Yanim say Ebra Donald Trump, he's trying to, deport other, people they say they don't have the right documentation from US. Now, one of the main reasons for which Donald Trump is doing this is because he says that they are responsible for the murders and all the others. They are responsible for the instability, security-wise, that US is experiencing. Donald Trump is not just, deporting people from US because he feels said, he says, other nations, the world over, they are using the US as a refuse dump. Just say, criminals, ghetto people, thieves, armed robbers, rapists, child molesters. Which other one comes to mind? All those high crimes. Those are the people who are foreigners in US who must return to their homes. And you watch a video that came, I think, a month or 2 or 3 months ago, that I think this country, El Salvador, how they treated the people who were brought into the nation, their country. How they bobbed their hair from the airport, they chained them and all straight to prison. Because that is the understanding of Donald Trump, and that is the understanding that he has given to the international community. Say, criminals. They rape children. They traffic human beings. They kill people. They are murderers. And they don't want them in US. Now, this step Donald Trump has taken, it has caused a lot of issues internationally. There are some nations that are saying, say, we are not going to take the people back. We won't take them back. Because we are not able to tell once, say, Nipa Wenu or Burkina Faso, and I say, you are not able to tell me if he's a Libyan or whatever. And Donald Trump, keep your problem. We don't want it. That is what many countries are saying. For year on my Ghana, dear President John Mahama ni okuje to black was say, oh, yeah, promo. Now, the sad aspect, and I said the annoying aspect, when you say, San Crofwa, yeah, Jio Mutumunu, Bebre Dodwana, Omunya Ghana from Po. Dodwano, Omunya Ghana for. From the headline, President John Mahama said nationals from various West African countries. Ebusanfo, yes, see West African countries. I say Nigeria for Kaumbi. Yes, sir. Now, Nigeria say Boko Haram. And see, we are there who say Nipa we are called Jine Braganana. Onye Boko Haram, ni na onye Boko Haram ni. Ebusanfo. Say West Africa, say Nigeria Kaumbi. Say other nations that have instability. Meaning, say West Africa, if it includes Mali, ni Sahel for way, and Niger say Sahel. But Gambia for Nina Kaumbi, Senegal for Kaumbi. Now Bushan for say Senegalese be our US. Now US government say we are Senegalese, and I say we are Gambian. And I'm sending you back to your country because you are a criminal. Now the country nipa free be Senegal or mind for no say yempe nipa say yes ro nipa no oba obetnya be ye terrorist no. And mun keep no ho no no. San nipa na ye kokko ginu tumu. Ye Ghana for kokko gi san nipa tum say ye na ye Black Star of Ghana. Black Star of Ghana. You ask yourself, say, what will push our president? What will push His Excellency John Mahama to go and be accepting people who are not Ghanaians that America wants to get rid of? If not that Donald Trump has made it clear, say, those people are offering aliens, no, criminals, drug lords, no, terrorists, no, murderers. I will also end tomorrow. God forbid, by the way. Okay, but Donald Trump has made it clear, saying because of me criminals. Now say we are criminals. My brother, my welcome. Say we are criminals now. And yet, Ghana for no. Send them back. We are countrymen. Maybe omuba na ye de omako medium security and I say maximum security. Yes, sir. As simple as that. Now this wahala that to go and take other nationals on top there, media I don't agree to it, and I don't think say this is the best thing our president could have done on behalf of us. I'm not sure this is the reason we have given the power to John Mahama, His Excellency, with all due respect. First tenure, now I Guantanamo for. Say there, aliens. That's how Donald Trump calls them. drug lords, terrorists, Boko Haram for, ISIS for. Yes, because ISIS is in West Africa. If you watch the news, you will realize ISIS, they have presence in West Africa. Those are the people His Excellency John Mahama is accepting into our country. This is unacceptable. Very, very much unacceptable. Now, most of the time, I don't want to speculate. But what can, I don't know, what can lead our president to agree something like this? I don't understand it. Ebia, you understand? So when the time comes to come and tell me why our president will be accepting such people into Ghana. Our borders, we have issues with our borders. Our eastern flank alone, I always say this. Yeah, eastern flank, Volta to northern and all. Nana Hima, you are welcome. Over 100 unapproved routes, bush road, bushway, by 100, baku by 100 and more. Unapproved routes, I could forget to use it from Togo to Ghana. And Ukrainian who so, after you have gone to take ex-criminals into the country. That 14 have already arrived. Hey, Mr. President. And he said, oh, beside Yempo. And I said, as they be saying, and I said, they said, Parliament, they should have a say. So Parliament was not even told. 14 are here already. And you are going to be living with them. Hey, Asemo. And Nigeria Libya or committee offense or US. Now US force Nigeria for Mbeji Munipa. Nigeria force Yempeno. Na Ghana yede America koji papa no. So omba no betina. Liberia ni bi. Sierra Leone ni bi. Gambia, Senegal ni bi. Mauritania ni bi. Na mi huye mobo. Kase amen. So type in the comment section. Amen. No yami huye mobo. Ebusanfo, say hi, you are welcome. Second thing for tonight.